Hello fellow YouTubers, Chef Tronic here. Today I'm excited to do a deep dive into the exciting announcement that our good friend Donald Trump has decided to open his own social media platform called Truth. Truth, that's right. Let's talk about it. Live it up, live it up, live it up, live it up. Well, the excitement is real, folks. The Orange One himself announced that the Truth social media platform would be dropping in November to a select group, though. So probably to this guy, probably to this lady, probably to these people, and definitely not to this guy. So what's all the fuss about? Let's let Trump have his own social media platform. What could go wrong? Why not? Well, if you forget, and you've been living under a rock, Trump, who had a massive following during his presidency, was banned by all the other major social media platforms because of his repeated false claims that the 2020 election was stolen. And because of the 2020 election stolen rhetoric that was being passed around, his supporters violently stormed the Capitol, and which was a horrible event and something I quickly wish I could forget, but I don't think I ever will. Of course, Trump has denied that this ever happened.
We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
These fight like hell remarks were made hours before the damage and destruction that unfolded at the Capitol building. Trump has consistently denied the fact that he had any involvement in the events that unfolded at the Capitol building. And as a result, there's no answers for the people that died. 5 people died at the scene, and then 3 other cops have died by suicide after the event. So I find Trump's aversion to the truth very difficult to believe. Will Brian Sicknick get any answers? Ashley Babbitt, Ben Phillips, Kevin Greeson, Gunther Hashida, Kyle DeFreitag, and Jeffrey Smith, all who died at the Capitol building or after due to suicide. When do they get their truth? And it's true. A few of the people I just listed were Republican Trump supporters who died under false truths, essentially believing into the propaganda that was being spewed by the Republican Party and Trump himself, and bought into this whole idea of a rigged election. Because Trump's social media platform is actually called Truth, maybe it's important for me to define what the word truth means. So I've gone to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. This is a non-biased, non-partisan dictionary that has the simple meaning of the word truth. So let's have a look. The meaning of the word truth, essential meaning of truth is 1, the real facts about something, the things that are true. The second definition being the quality or state of being true. And number 3, a statement or idea that is true or accepted as true. I've said truth probably 50 times already in this video, and there's a good reason for it. 1, it's the name of Donald Trump's new social media platform. And 2, it gets to the core crux of why Donald Trump having a social media platform is a problem, because Donald Trump is a liar. One way that I like to keep politicians in check is by checking on the website Politifact, which categorizes truths and untruths in a scale from either honest to liar, liar, pants on fire, kind of comedic, I know, but it does a great job of categorizing all the statements, major statements made by these politicians. Okay, folks, thanks to the useful stats recorded by Politifact.com, I've been able to create my own presidential lie-o-meter. Here we can track the untruths and truths of former President Donald J. Trump, current President Joseph R. Biden, and former President Barack Hussein Obama. Okay, so let's have a quick look here. The most important categories, I feel, are the most extremes. So if we look at the categories here, we've got true, mostly true, half true, mostly false, false, and pants on fire, which is obviously the lie. So we've got truth and we've got the lie. Okay. Another number you need to notice on these stats is the checks. Okay. These checks are the number of times people wanted a fact checked because they weren't sure if it was true. So you're going to see a lot more checks for Donald Trump in certain categories. Actually, across the board, you're going to see more checks for Donald Trump. That's because Donald Trump's quotes and the things that he says are often disputed and people just don't think they're true. So they're taken to PolitiFact and they're checked. Okay? All right, so let's start with Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump, 3% of the times he was checked, he was telling the truth. Okay? Out of 35 checks. Mr. Joseph Biden, President Biden, 24 times. 11% of the time, he was telling the truth. And former President Barack Obama was telling the truth 20% of the time. And let's be told here, President Obama had 124 times when people checked him, and it was found out to be the truth. 35 for Donald Trump and 24 for Joseph Biden. Okay? Now let's go to the extreme end of this, okay? Let's start with Obama. So 9 times people checked on his quotes because they thought he was lying. Only 1%, of the time, Mr. Barack Obama was lying. Okay? And we have similar stats for President Biden. 6 times was checked. People thought he was blatantly lying. And 2% of the time, he was actually lying. Okay? Let's go up to Donald J. Trump. Out of 167 times, people thought Donald Trump was outright lying. 17% of the time, they were completely correct.
Congratulations to both of them for an incredible season, but who has America chosen as its greatest liar? The Cranberry Dancing Girls? Or President Donald J. Trump? And the winner is...
Donald Trump!
I think we saw something completely unique in the Trump presidency, and that was the complete loss of context. There were so many lies spit and spat at people during his presidency that people not only, 1, started to believe them, but 2, quickly forgot them. It felt like Trump could do no wrong. One day he could say he could walk down the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot people, and the next day he had said something so completely outrageous that they would move on to the next news cycle. It's been said that Donald Trump lied 20,000 times during his presidency. 20,000 times that you lied to the American people, the people that you were elected to govern. It's just mind-boggling. You know, I couldn't really fathom this or put it in context until I found this article. It was about the radio-free Brooklyn Wall, called the Wall of Lies. So a group of artists erected a 50 by 10-foot mural with the 20,000 lies told by Donald Trump during his presidency while in office. And it was fact-checked by the Washington Post, a fact I'm sure which Donald Trump would hate to hear because he hates the Washington Post. But the project was conceived and executed and to an overwhelmingly positive response. And I'm going to include the link here to this. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Behind me, you can see the picture of the mural. And if you look down here in the left corner, you can see the index for the lies. So you can check the lies based on their subject matter, whether it be yellow is Russia, orange is election, light orange is economy, and so on and so on and so on. So this is a good way that we can put his untruths into context for a more visceral experience. One thing that I've definitely neglected in this post is to talk about the greed of the man Donald Trump. So you can't just say that Donald Trump wants to launch a social media platform strictly because he wants to run for president in 2024, which we all know he does. But there had to be a financial angle, and I think I found a couple of them. And I think they might be widely reported, but in case you haven't heard, let me read them some of this out. So they announced Truth Social on October 20th, and on October 21st, Digital World Acquisition Corp, or the DWAC, announced a merger with Trump Media. So the merger, those companies merged together, were valued at $875 million. And as of October 21st, the shares of the DWAC rose from 400%. So from $10 to $45.50, which is crazy. The next day, the stock rose by an additional factor of 2, and the trading of the stock was halted multiple times due to its volatility. So what they're saying is that this is basically considered similar to the GameStop short squeeze that happened earlier this year with stocks. And these stocks are structured so that they first sell shares to the public, and then they raise funds from investors later to acquire a private company. And the identity of the private company can't be known by investors in advance. So some of the investors were surprised to learn, surprise, surprise, that you're actually investing in a Trump company. Oh, there you go. Congratulations. You're a proud owner of a strange Trump stock. So you know there was a financial angle on all of this. So let's talk a little bit more about the DWAC. The DWAC is the Digital World Acquisition Corp. Its founding CEO is a man named Patrick Orlando. Patrick Orlando has been the CEO for years, and his shares have skyrocketed since disclosing the firm's practice to acquire Trump's new social media company. Shares in the digital world extended their rally on Friday, surging above $100 in heavy trading, up from $10 a share before the announcement 2 days ago. Another very interesting part about this story is Patrick Orlando, who leads the blank check company taking Trump's Truth Social public in the U.S. markets, is also the CEO of Yunhong International, a tax haven Cayman Islands registered company with a business address in Wuhan, China. Wow, interesting. I guarantee that this story is going to get more juicy as it goes on, and I can't wait for other YouTubers to start digging into this. I'm going to stop here on this one, but wow, I don't even know what to say. In the interest of not having this video drag on too much longer, I just want to say that I think Donald Trump having his own social media platform is very dangerous. It's a very dangerous thing for many reasons, and some of them are so obvious I won't even state them. But the first most obvious one that I find is that on a regular social media platform, at least he was being checked. There was a check and balance system that was in place. In fact, that's what got him kicked off of the major social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. He was just saying things that were outright dangerous. And he has a position right now in world government where he has so many people that will blindly listen to whatever he says. And this is just going to give him a platform to just spit out rhetoric and lies and misinformation and bad science and character assassination and all these things that need to be checked in the interest of truth and free government and democracy. So that's my video for today. I hope you got something from it. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry. If you did like it, please click like and subscribe. Chef Tronic out.
Amen.